Hi, welcome. On this video, I want to take a few minutes to discuss how change is actually promoted via the method and what I define as the relational changing script, which really represents all the methods blending together and to promote change in and through the person. And this is where it's really important to understand beyond just appearances the reasons for certain things. And so, like I tell people, when it comes to this process or the method, everything has meaning in it. Every movement, when you're using your tips of your fingers to put your dog into certain positions, asserting influence certain ways, moving certain ways, not moving other ways, it's all meant to promote change, to change how you think. And so even when the dog, and here's the thing, when the dog is moving away from you, okay, sometimes, the tendencies want to move towards the dog to make it look, a certain way. I tell people, well, this isn't your typical obedience training where it's based off appearances or things looking good. It's just the opposite. I say, if the dog's moving away from you, that's really kind of a good thing. Well, it is a good thing, okay, because you're thinking different. The dog doesn't want to be near the new you. The dog's actually trying to gain position. Okay, this method takes hold. As the script takes hold, the dog's saying, hold on a second. Okay, we signed this contract, months ago, and you signed off on it that this is how it's going to go down. And now you're getting me to re-sign everything. Well, no, I'm not going to have it. So that's why the dog is going to try to move out. So it's really important when that happens is no, you maintain your position, because that's an opportunity to again to speak language, to assert influence, and to create another moment. So you want to make sure you take advantage of everything. But again, this thing about everything having meaning in it, it's really true. I mean, everything affects everything else. So, for example, is when I see people say moving certain ways during the process, I'll keep telling them over and over again, don't do it, because then perhaps they can't quite maybe accomplish that in the first session, but they're going to remember what I said 15 times. Okay, and during that week, they're going to start cleaning that up. And so it does make a difference. It's going to make a 5%, 10% difference with how fast things go, because we're kind of creatures of habit. So we have to, again, I understand when people are doing things, there's quite a bit going on. So you got to multitask a lot of things, but it's really important to understand that, as certain things become automatic, you want to just keep working towards cleaning up other stuff. Really, really important. So, but again, everything has meaning in it when it comes to the process. It's about pushing everything, all the foolishness away, understanding what training is, and knowing that the dog makes sense of it. Believe it or not, the dog knows the intent. That's one of the big things to understand, as how influence sets up, how influence is manifested at the relational level through the method, via the method. The dog knows the intent. That's why you don't use commands, because just think of it this way: if you're already walking on sand, okay, the dog has already pegged you, and you try to work off verbal commands, how does that promote change? I mean, that takes some deep thinking and applying some critical thinking, but that's why if you really look at how I do stuff, it makes sure that change is going to happen. It's how it funnels through, how it sets up. So anyway, just something to think about when you look at the method. It goes beyond appearances. When you're asserting influence certain ways, if you're moving certain ways, if you're how you think, it all matters. It's really important that the integrity of the script is maintained. It's got to hold true. If you start to loosen up certain points or bring certain ideologies in or certain concepts in, it's not the same. It's not the same at all. So it's got to hold true to what it is, and you have to just push through, and everything will work out just fine. So I tell people, you have to move beyond the reactions of the dog. But again, when you're doing it, there's certain methods that it's not about dogs are reacting certain ways. It's about doing it smart at the same time. And I discuss all those protocols. You watch my other videos. I talk about certain techniques, how they play out, and it's all about understanding the mind of the dog. So anyway, thanks for watching.